Welcome to the Good Neighbors podcast. This is Shields, with your hosts, Brad Shields and Alex McKee.
We're live.
Did you know that if you talk like this and you get chins, your voice automatically gets deeper?
I can't hear you.
I said deeper, not louder.
But I couldn't hear what you were saying. But my microphone's in a weird place too.
That wasn't my intention. Hi guys, we're back. It is almost Thanksgiving, so It is almost Thanksgiving. It's next week. It's crazy how fast this year has gone.
Yes.
So I wanted to start with saying something that I'm thankful for, and then I would like you to say something that you're thankful for. Kind of like
I want to go first.
Kind of like we're in elementary school.
I don't want you to steal what I'm thankful for all the puppies that have found homes. Yeah. No, I'm not running for a pageant. Sorry.
No, that's world peace.
Well, maybe we'll have some now.
Oh,
thanks, America.
Go ahead.
No, you first. I was just.
You go first.
Funny.
I'm being polite now. No, you're gonna give me shit if you don't go first and I steal yours. Go first.
I'm thankful for a lot of things.
Well, pick one.
Cigars.
Well,
That's a little shallow, isn't it?
No, it's what you're thankful for.
I would say the biggest thing I'm thankful for, if you want to take it around like that, is that I'm still able to do what I love to do with people I love to do it with. And I also get to watch my family grow. Now, the pace of the growth, we talked about that. How was it? I could be talking to Bo and M. Anyway, no, I am just so wonderfully blessed and just thankful for the days we have.
Love that. I'm going to piggyback and give two.
That's why I went first.
Two different kind of things. I'm thankful for opportunities. Okay. I think we have a lot of different things going on right now, work related. And within those, I think we have lots of different areas of some beautiful opportunities. And
Did you say beautiful?
Beautiful opportunities.
I like that.
Some small, some large, some big impact, some smaller impact, but I think they're all opportunities. So I'm thankful for that, but I'm also thankful. I'm not thankful for that. Put that down. I'm thankful.
All right, go ahead.
I'm thankful for what this. Oh my God! Sorry, we have a technical difficulty.
All right, well, I bet that sounded really good. Okay. No, don't look at me. Look over there.
Don't look at him.
Just look over there.
Nothing's happening.
Yeah. I missed. Go ahead.
Oh no! This is total embarrassment. I'm soaking all of this in. I know you're not. Nothing embarrasses you.
It really bothered me.
I'm thankful for what this town has done in its growth. I was thinking the other day, we wanted to go out to eat, which this family eats out a lot. Not in you eat more fast food than I do, but in
I don't eat fast food.
You had chili cheese dogs yesterday.
Whoa, you don't get this with fast food.
I just walked you right into
Hello.
that. I'm saying our downtown has so many great restaurants now.
Flash to the beach pictures right now of me.
You gotta have Melissa edit them first for you, but our downtown and our town in general, will you stop? When we wanted to go out to dinner, we used to be like, oh, we've got one or two options. We're gonna have to go to Bloomington or Greenwood, and I can't.
You're shitting me. You're thankful we have more restaurants than we had. That's awesome.
I am.
That's awesome.
I'm very thankful for that. We have not gone out of our town.
Well, then I'm thankful for we have a touchless car wash too.
All right.
Oh, we do. My decals don't get challenged.
I'm not going to mention what you're holding this entire time, so you have to hold it there the entire time.
Watch this, though. I'm kind of a magician.
He brought our bling this week. If you watched
Not only did I bring the bling, Whoa.
Oh, you got smaller.
It's the lack of fast food.
All right, guys. That may be our longest intro we've had
Yeah.
Before we get into the meat of everything, I want to talk about, we usually talk about new releases and new products. I want to apparently clear my throat.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to talk about the new product that we have scheduled to come in first of the year. So right now we are in a big maintenance
Wait, I don't know what you're talking about
chunk
yet.
of time. You do, but it'll ring.
Okay.
We are bringing in the new Cat, I believe it's Teleskin, 255, 265. There is no letter model.
Yeah.
That we know of.
Yeah.
That it's per their website. We've had a few inquiries, brand new models, brand new machine. That is coming in January. Our engineering, so we took a bit of with our team, our guys had to maintaining some ovens, getting ahead of some things. And so we, besides internal stuff, we took a project freeze, I guess what you'd call it, kicking back up in December.
We didn't, but she did. I don't freeze any commerce.
He doesn't do maintenance. Break it, fix it when it's broken. We're not doing that anymore.
We get a new one. I'm kidding.
I was gonna say I'm all for a new one.
I know you are. Oh my God.
No. So we have projects already lining up almost 2 or 3 months into 2025. Yes.
I thought so. I thought maybe that was just right there. It's like,
yeah.
Well, what do you do? Well, I spend money.
I'm good at it.
You make
I'm
money.
good at it.
You make money.
I'm very good at it.
For every dollar you spend, if you make $1,
and so far, we're doing okay. So I want to talk about that. That's going to be available in 1/2 inch, 3/8, 1/4 inch.
And what's going to be
working
cool,
with somebody to fit it up. It's going to be a great product.
You look at what we did with the John Deere Pias and pterodactyl, or Pias and pneumonia.
Yep.
It's been gangbusters, and we beat the OEM out of the gate.
We did, and we don't have to have extra holes.
Yeah, we can fucking form.
Sorry.
Hello.
That's what we do. But with we don't have pre-sales yet. Our pre-sales aren't going yet. I need to get the glass in hand. I need to look at it, make sure it fits.
Call me. I'll write it down.
We're putting people on a contact list because once it's ready to go, but I don't want to give a price out without having it in hand at all first. So we're going to get that going.
And no cowboy boots today. I'm in work. Today was a work day.
Are you going to tell them what you did?
It's the hat and the T-shirt.
Are you going to tell them what you did?
Yes, we are City Park.
Hold on. I want to say something. I knew he was going to talk about this, so I didn't even plan for the next 2 minutes.
So our City Park does a great Christmas light decoration, and we take one of the shelter houses. Now, it's kind of far up the hill. We're going to talk. I want a better location. But anyway.
Is it the same one as last year?
Yeah, I went closer.
Well, it's good because,
Halloween.
You need closer.
We use the same park at Halloween. We're the first table out the gate. Okay, and that's where we should be for Christmas. But anyway.
I was doing hill sprints in my
We have
Grinch
the whole hill
costume
decorated with the Grinch. We have the Grinch back up on the roof, and we have little Cindy Lou Who. We got Max hanging upside down. We got the Grinch stealing lights running. Anyway, so we set that up today. It's a beautiful day, really. It was rainy and shitty and gray this morning.
It's cold.
So we also are working on our float that Saturday after Thanksgiving, we have a parade from the square, I take it, all the way through town up to the park to celebrate the Christmas lights there. And the evening of Thanksgiving, we meet at our business, and family, friends, relatives, employees, whoever, people stopped off the highway. We sing Christmas carols, we drink schnapps and other stuff. Yeah, we do.
I don't.
Oh, you should. And the Christmas light, what's great about we've lit that Christmas tree since 1979 on our flagpole out front.
It's been upgraded since then.
When my wife was a kid, junior high, elementary, when I was in junior high, she remembers when they would drive to Martin, she remembers seeing our Christmas tree. It's like a miniature from Indianapolis on the circle. So we've had that. Now it's all blue. Of course, it should be all blue. But we've done that. It has been, I've had more people. We've had 12 people do it. We've had 60 people do it.
Yeah. And if you can't figure out a little bit by now about us, we celebrate everything.
Well, everything's we celebrate.
To its fullest.
We don't have let's celebrate a little bit. So the rule is, if you show up, you're watching this, and now if we get over 1,000 people, I don't know what we'll park. your first year, you have to sing a solo or a group solo. We've allowed, like, if you show up with your two buddies and your wife, the four of you could do a quartet.
And nobody's good.
And
Yours is
mine is spectacular.
Yours is good.
I'm the finale.
Rehearsed.
I've been the finale now for golly 56 years.
And
57.
I have now for 2 years.
You have your tradition.
Rob and I we do the Grinch, and I have the best Grinch costume.
But it's better when you're pregnant.
It's better when I'm pregnant. That doesn't I could stuff the costume just fine.
Yeah, I do a medley. I do a medley at the end. It's never the same.
But it always has the same note.
The same. I always do the same ending.
In notes and tones.
Yes, and well, tones of underling of. I get cedar.
You get
I get
cedar?
tobacco. I get cedar and cinnamon. No, but it's a lot of fun. My sisters have a tradition they do. That,
your mom, Mama, who's 83.
Yes.
Don't kill me if I'm
Grandma
wrong.
lays down on the ground, and all the kids run over Grandma as reindeer.
Still does it.
Yeah, and as you and your brother got older, and you and your friends and your brother's friends got older and a little more drunker, Grandma actually got run over a few times.
She has been stepped on.
Yes.
It's been a
But anyway, that's a great tradition. Then we go back to either my mom's house or our house and reheat food,
Like
a few
cards.
drinks, and play cards or a game. This Cards Against Humanity is kind of rough to play with your mother-in-law and your mom and your grandchildren. Wow. Anyway, it's a lot of fun.
It is.
And we go hard. This starts with, we have the PRI, the Performance Race.
We thought
show.
October was busy.
Oh, it gets crazy. So in a couple of weeks, December 12th, we start the PRI show in Indianapolis.
Yep.
It's a home show at least, but we start setting up that week.
We'll be at the same booth we've been at for the past 20 years.
Yes.
If anybody is at the PRI this year.
Yeah, and we Wednesday of this week, coming week, had a good year. We're fortunate. We take our employees to
Christmas dinner.
pre-Christmas dinner downtown Indianapolis. We used to drive in carpools and DDs, so now we run a bus now. But it's a really nice time to get a chance to go downtown Indy. Everybody gets a chance. I'm not going to say we surprise everybody. You know where we're going? How?
Because every year they go, we're
mother,
not telling you.
Well, your mother talks
And then
too much.
3 weeks out, oh, this is the plan. We need help with this, and this.
I wouldn't tell you. Your mom does. So,
I know
but it's a real nice dinner. I'm not going to do an hour-long PowerPoint this year.
No, but we are going to do picture slideshows, which I have to get Melissa.
Yeah, we'll have slideshows, but I'm also not going to drink 9 glasses of wine while I give my presentation.
That's good.
It was hysterical last year. The waiter just kept giving me wine, so I'm doing my PowerPoint. By the end of the PowerPoint, I'm like, let's do it again. Everybody's like, no.
And he's not a lot, and he very concise in his talking, as everybody knows. So
A 3-page PowerPoint that can be what, an hour?
for you,
Yeah.
It could be a few
me,
more.
You know, I told you, if I see me shifting here a little bit.
He worked
I
today.
told you, oh my gosh, he's been working all week. I told you about what my chiropractor said the other day.
No, he didn't.
I told you the other day. No, it wasn't the other day. It was about a week back.
Well, I don't remember that. Oh. I shouldn't laugh at that, but you got me.
Yeah, my chiropractor about a
Wait,
week
I
back.
really thought you were going to the chiropractor because you said your neck hurt yesterday.
And I went for like the reflexology. I'm kind of over that voodoo shit. It's good if you're not really hurting, but if you're really hurting, you're like, I need it's better, but I need cranked on.
Okay, we're gonna move on. I have one more tidbit that I think you'd like to update everybody on before we go to story time.
Before we go to what time?
Story time.
Story
We're
time.
officially calling it story time for you.
Story time. Go ahead.
Well, I'd like you to give everybody a little bit of an update on your Instagram experience this far.
Oh.
How are you liking it? Is it
well,
working?
I'm actually.
What are you confused about?
I'm not confused
Can
at
our
all.
audience give us any help
So
or advice?
I'm up to like 1.2 million followers, which I think is good for a month. It's a little under 1.2.
I think your decimal point's a
I don't
little
want
too
to.
far
I don't
to the
want to
left. I think
exaggerate.
it's more like 12.
It's not really 1.2 million. It's close. So anyway,
Who do you follow? Have you followed anybody?
I'm getting there. So first off, I'm not allowed to post yet. I have to go through my team of censors.
I was very proud of your
bullshit.
correction the other day, though. So the other day, he sends Melissa and I a picture. He wanted something about the fights. He wanted to post about being on the fight or watching the fights.
Well, watching the Stipe Bone Jones. What a great fight. I'm not talking the Tyson thing. But yeah, the UFC 309 was great.
He sends us a photo and is taking it from like down here, all the chins. I just laugh. Not 20 seconds later.
I know.
He sends another one that he took from up top, and nobody had to say anything. You did a good. You course corrected. You thought that's not right.
My buddy Tracy was like, "You get like when your dog looks at you, like, what are you doing?" He's like,
Tracy communicates a lot that way.
It was just he and I. So yeah. But with Instagram, I've got some things we're gonna do. Every time I'm in Bobcat, I'm gonna do some filming, but I think I need a stick or like to have my phone on my head, so just on my hat. Well, I need both hands to do the skit. I can't. Bob takes both hands.
Okay.
So what do I do with the phone?
You figure something out. It's probably you to make like a chess piece.
Yeah. Well, I was at a body cam.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so the Instagram's cool. So what I do, we've yet to have our meeting on how I'm supposed to do it. I'm supposed to like things I like.
Yes.
But not things that I shouldn't like.
Yes.
Okay, so I really can't like what I like. And then I'm supposed to follow people that I like, right?
Sure, or you want to see
But not everything I like.
No, you can follow whatever you like.
That's not true. Anyway, so excavator guys and heavy equipment guys, they do some cool shit, so I like them. The big one right now is our buddy AB, Antron Brown. Just won his fourth Top Fuel NHRA title this week. And it's been a couple years since he won it. He won 3 pretty much bang, 2012.
Kind of like the Olympic cycle. He wins every 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, well, he started a little team. He's done a lot of different things, but it's fantastic. So I've been all over. And so, we've got this canopy from the Atlanta wreck in 2012, which is just a testament to what we're able to do to help and work with both performance and safety. And not only he will never ride, he won't let his kids ride without us. Just like John Forrest wanted to make sure Brittany wasn't just in that one, but we got a little bit bigger one for her for the car, so she could even have more safety gear in there. And that's what a father would do. So we've got some great canopies out there. In fact, it's been a while since someone's won the championship without our canopy. So those of you still doing the 5-star open top because you're cheap shits and you don't want to win, hey, second place is cool.
Is it?
Anyway, yeah, well, not for AB. No, anyway, so I've been watching a bunch of his stuff.
That's great.
Got a funny story.
You don't. It's interesting. We don't. I found myself. So I caved and finally made my own work Instagram.
Well, I'm Brad, the windshield guy.
Mm-hmm.
And you are?
I'm Windshield Warrior.
The Windshield Warrior.
That's what I went with. So the one thing I'm learning about this, though, is I started kind of going down the same hole of, I'm going to try to focus on heavy equipment people and work, build those relationships and build a profile that way. And then I just kind of said, screw it. I'm just going to make this whatever I want it to be, my own page, and just grow it however it is. Because it's a networking thing, right?
Why can't I do that?
You can. I haven't told you can't.
But there's some things I'm not supposed to talk about.
Yeah, you don't. You're still a representation of the company, and that's what you have to remember.
So
you more so than me.
I wanted to promote Kamala so much, and you wouldn't let me vote for my Kamala.
If anybody believes that, you should really check your credit cards.
Hey, by the way, my hat. This is from Con Expo, March 17th, 2022, 3. This was St. Patrick's Day, so we had special St. Patty's Day hats made up for
I
the
don't
show.
think anybody can read your hat.
Handing them out. What's that?
I don't think anybody can read the.
Oh, it's a great. Yeah, you got to get. It's a great hat. But anyway, I just thought about that.
Okay, yeah. King Squirrel.
Well, so,
All right, we
with
have
Instagram,
story time. You are running out of time for your
All right.
story.
But I'm going to work on my Instagram. I got some
We
good
should.
stuff
We
coming.
got to work on Instagram. Oh, do you? Do you know what a story is?
I don't know what the story is. No.
Do you know what a reel is?
I know what a reel is.
Okay, good.
I used to fish a lot.
Okay. We've got work to do. I think I said that last time. We've made improvements.
I know what a reel is.
Good.
I'm not sure what a story is.
A story, same,
Okay.
different.
But it's
short,
story time.
24-hour period.
Okay.
And there and gone. It's like a spin-off from Snapchat.
Hey, by the way, Martinsville High School football going to semi-state.
Woo! First time in 26 years?
Well, let's see.
28?
They went to semi-state in 1996. That had been like Israel Thompson. And then the
28
other
years.
time,
That'd been 28 years. I
the
was born
other time
a
we
year
went
before
to
that.
semi-state would have been, oh yes, 1984, my senior year.
And you got to also tell him what else happened with the football team.
This year?
Yeah, you took your picture with him.
We're talking. Oh yeah. Now, actually, I've held the receiving records here in Martinsville for 40 years, and a young man named Hunter Stroud broke them this year, and I'm very excited he did. It came by my business. We did a little radio interview.
Yeah,
it was great,
neat.
but it's about time they got broken. So I'm tickled for him, tickled for Brian and the staff and everybody in the community. After they won Friday night, we had the fire trucks throughout the town and the team drive. It's great small town
It was fun.
stuff.
They are away Friday for semi-state.
Yeah,
I believe
so,
they're away. So we're looking forward to seeing that, and hopefully we can watch them in Lucas Oil.
yes.
So, story time. We have talked about 99% sure. I've heard the story so many times I forget whether we've actually talked about it here. We've talked about your coding room history and building from you traveling to the room, to the closet, to the room, to the new building.
I think we probably have.
So,
oh, by the way, Rebecca did not give me that joke.
what joke?
A week back?
Oh, yes. We have a great
Actually,
new manager
she did, but
who's,
I paraphrased it. So, anyway.
who's
So
been giving him
about
puns.
the coding room.
Well, no, that's not the story. And it's like,
Oh.
we've talked about it, I believe.
I think we have enough.
So
yeah.
I want you to give a quick summary about all of that. And then this week we had or last week into this week, we had a fun conversation about our quality specs and where that came from and how that started. So I want you to talk about that a little bit.
Okay.
And then I want you to
That would
talk
be
about
quick.
your real world experiences in the past that helped us get where we are with this standard.
Okay. So if we're going to do that, let's forget the travels to Cincinnati and the coding.
I'm 90% sure
I
we
know,
talked about
but
that
I
already.
don't have time. So
Check out the other shows if you're curious.
once we started coding and started getting on equipment on OEM, and this is with Timberjack as John Deere Forestry bought them out. And guys are trying to, apparently to justify their jobs.
Hold on, I want you to pause for a second. Our spec, I want you to talk about our spec is.
But there was no spec. That's what I'm getting to.
Correct, okay.
So I get over to Denmark and Finland.
This is 2003.
And
20 years ago.
immediately they have the windows on a light board with a eyeglass.
Monocle.
Yeah, and they're looking for every little sparkle and circling it, calling it a reject. They hold up the window, and I'm not kidding you. It's just black Sharpie circles. And I'm young, dumb, but really aggressive. And also really confident what we do.
No.
And this is a great window. And in the world
It's
of
a pretty
forming
window.
and post-coating, polycarbonate, it's the best window. And I knew it then, I still know it now. So I told my Finnish quality person in English, which translation was probably a little off. I said, "You're fucking stupid." I'm not sure if that exact translation worked well in the conference room at a business, in Finland when I'm the only guy not in a suit, by the way, either.
I'm not surprised by that either.
I'm always dressed nice, but I had a jacket, but not a suit. Anyway, it started a fight, a needed fight, because everybody wants this pristine, perfect window. Well, define perfect. I want it to save lives. I want it to have no distortion so you don't get sick and you see what you're supposed to see. I want the coating to protect you from UV and scratches, and I want the coating to be good enough that it doesn't hinder your performance or your vision. Are you going to have some defects? Of course you are. Everything has defects the more you have hands on it, so you control it. But there was no standard because no one was doing this. No one was forming and post-coating product outside of the military jets. And that's a whole other deal. So we're going to set the standard. So we started with the military spec of flat sheet, which is a really not stupid low. It's not stupid. It's just a low standard. We can hit that blindfolded. So we took that and moved it up to where I was very comfortable in what we could hit every time, all the time. And we fought back and forth and went lower, and we got it, and we set it. And we set the industry standard. The same one that Renee asked and 4-star, I'll never give him 5. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. He's proud of that one. That was on the
sorry,
cuff.
boys, but you know
what? You've never heard that before.
Anyway, they all are making that's the standards out there now if they want to make any OEM part, and they struggle to make it, and we don't.
It's our basic daily.
It is our very baseline, and we can make it. I can't remember the last time we have had a true discrete defect get out of the building. A discrete defect. You would know that maybe, but I don't.
Less than 1%.
Yeah, getting out of the building would do a good job. We do have some, but they don't get out. So
no, they do.
It's really cool to know that
programs.
because people are like, well, where'd the spec come from? Well, it was Finland. It came from Finland? No, that's where I was.
Came from your experience in Finland.
But I tell you what happens. It was funny. What really made me dig my feet in this argument and win it. I was fortunate enough to go, and we got to show a picture of this.
This is a great picture. It's actually on his wall.
So we drive up in the Lapland
Looks
of
a little
Finland.
Younger.
If you don't know where the Lapland in Finland is, it's nowhere. You can't get there. We're driving this car for hours, and we're in about 4 cars, and I'm with another U-Haul who used to be in the Air Force of Finland. He was a really good guy, an engineer. He and I got along well. I felt like an ass, too, so I wanted some coffee. We were going to drink coffee on the way up. He was like, oh, sure, I'm the guest. We pulled to this roadside. Not only it's a gas station, but it's like a bakery, too. And, I'm going to grab a styrofoam coffee cup, get in the car, and we're going to drive for another 5 hours north. We're about ready to go over. And so he goes, I'll get your coffee. He goes, have a seat at the picnic table outside my pool. So I'm sitting there, and he walks out, and here's my coffee with the saucer in a little cup.
Welcome to Europe.
And I'm like, can I just get this to go? He's like, what? At that time, he sits down, and so we
have your coffee.
Just have coffee. You don't have. Did
you get a donut or a pastry with it, or
no?
Oh, so when we were in Spain,
you would have
it's the greatest deal. You pay like $2 for this espresso coffee, and you get this big donut and croissant or pastry or something with it.
Well, you didn't eat.
The way to go.
We didn't eat there. So we get back, and I'm not kidding you, the Lapland. So the picture is Russia. We're right at the Finnish-Russian border, and we're getting ready to cut down trees with a harvester. That's with a machine that grabs it, cuts it, picks it up, turns it, strips the limbs off, cuts it up. So I'm in the cab with the operator. So I was made for 2, and I'm not a small guy, so we're cramped in there, and and they were great guys. Didn't speak English, and I'm right over his head, and this machine goes in there, and it grabs a tree, and the whole thing shakes, and then the chainsaw in the thing hits the tree. Now, we have been fighting for 5 days, angrily and aggressively over minute things.
Black specks, probably coating crystals or sparkles.
Crystals, globules. I mean, really fighting about it. I mean, to the point where animosity is pretty high. He hits that tree, and there's a cloud of sawdust that you wouldn't believe. And for the rest of the day, we work in this cloud of sawdust. I asked him, I said, does the sawdust bother you? Just afterwards with the owner, and he interprets, he goes, no, I'm used to that. So that's how that, but yeah, we wrote the spec. We wrote the spec right there, and later on presented to Caterpillar as we were starting out with MOEM at the very beginning with windshields, not overheads. And they went, this is a great spec, stamped it, and really it's done. That's the spec.
Yeah, and so that's been, and that's, your quality manual, we've talked about updating that in a sense of terms and flow with where we're at now. But,
and we should. It's
but
time.
the spec is the spec and how we get there. And, Lexan follows it. That's,
yeah, flats. I mean,
yeah.
But.
And it is different. But I thought that was a really relevant story, A, for our discussions this week and what we've seen, but B, for just in general, like and really in my time, in the 5 years I've been at the plant, I really haven't, it's kind of like, this is what it is. This is our standard. This is our tolerance.
You don't hear about it, right?
No, and
you don't,
it's done.
and that's great. Because
and within our industry, that's not what's important.
No, it's part of the important factors.
That's not what they're thinking about when you're operating a dangerous piece of equipment. You're not thinking about that, that tiny piece of spec down there. They're thinking about the quality of the optics. The windshield.
They're thinking about the performance.
Well, hopefully.
And the proven toughness.
Hopefully, they're not thinking about the windshield at
all.
Actually,
that is the best thing.
Hopefully, they are focusing solely on their work.
Because the windshield is not a liability anymore. It's an asset to your work.
Think about it. How many times do you get in a car, go by a building? How many windows, stop and think about how many windows you see every day that you don't even pay attention to?
Right.
All the time.
Yep, absolutely.
So today, we are still getting feedback for giveaways and what we want to be working on or what we want to give away to followers. So keep giving us your feedback. We're going to continue to pick something, but we're excited to do that. I think it'll be fun. But until next time, happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving, and enjoy your time with your family and friends and this excitement in America.
Stay safe.
Thank you for tuning in to the This is Shields podcast. To learn more about Shields and our commitment to windshields with performance-proven toughness, visit us at shieldswindshields.com. For any inquiries or to explore our range of products, give us a call at 1-800-554-7527. For quick assistance, you can also text us at 765-913-8121. Stop by our headquarters at 1000 Industrial Drive in Martinsville, Indiana, to experience firsthand the excellence we put into every product we make. For any further information or questions, feel free to send an email to info@shieldswindshields.com. We'd love to hear from you. Once again, thank you for tuning into this episode of the This is Shields podcast. Keep pushing the boundaries of performance and stay inspired.